and gentlemen, welcome to Dubai Polo and Equestrian Club for the very first day of the Emaar Polo Cup 2025. So today, the first game, we've got Bin Dry versus Al Basha. 7 teams here in this 12 goal. And the players just getting ready here. We'll have a look at the teams before the lineups. For Bin Dry Polo team, Mohammed Bin Dry of 3 goals with the number 1 shirt. Number 2 is Khaled Bin Dry. His brother, 1 goal. At 3 is Facundo Kelly, their professional, on 4 goals. And their other professional at the back, Kian Hall, of 3 goals. They're an 11-goal team versus Al Basha, which is actually a 13-goal team due to a handicap change mid-season. They've got Hani Jabshe at number 1 of 0. Federico Pereira Iraola of 2. They've got Ricardo Aitigaros and Thomas Williams. So they're 13 goals. The umpires today out there are Howard Smith and Peter Wright. So there will be a 1.5 goal difference as we start this game. Bin Dry will start with a goal and a half due to the 2-goal handicap difference. Ball is in and the Emaar Cup is underway here at Dubai Polo and Equestrian Club. Al Basha with Aitigaros opening up a nice backhand and setting off Thomas Williams, but they're in defense. Is Mohammed Bin Dry, looks over both shoulders and then hits a beautiful tail backhand, sending Facundo Kelly straight back in attack, going the other way now. Facu takes it out to the right and shuts that horse down on the right-hand side. Waits for his teammates to go ahead of him. Mohammed Bin Dry is coming in to support and does help him out, but he just had to cross in front of Williams there, who got the steal and put it in front. Mohammed Bin Dry coming in across the front, so a foul has been awarded to Al Basha early on. The fields here are in fantastic condition, as you can see. This winter ryegrass is growing beautifully here at Dubai Polo and Equestrian Club this year. And so we are on for an awesome tournament. 7 teams in this prestigious 12-goal tournament. So they've moved this past the 60 up to the 40-yard line. So this tournament is the only one in the area with such impressive prize money. 80,000 dirhams for the winning team and 40,000 for the runners-up. So play says the umpire, and the 40-yard hit here to be taken by Aitigaros. It's high and it's straight. Great goal by him. Aitigaros then closes the gap early on with a perfectly executed penalty. So we know these teams well, having most of these teams played in the Polo Federation Cup, UAE Polo Federation Cup, earlier on in the season. Another 12-goal tournament. There's a lot of 12 goals here in Dubai this year, so the teams are managing to stick around for the entire season playing together, which is great. This is Kian Hall breaking from the line out, not getting very far. The backhand comes in from Al Basha, but no one's there to turn onto it. Back in defense, Mohammed Bin Dry, wearing the number 1 shirt, but doing a lot of work in the back at the moment. Takes it another couple of steps forward. That horse has got a good bit of acceleration. Here he comes, driving through the middle of the field, claiming the line there. Gets a big ride of though. Thomas Williams gets the better of him and opens up a backhand. Not quite enough, but it's picked up well by Kian Hall. He's had to take it out toward the boards, not managing to hold on to it either. Neither team holding on to the ball for long in this little passage of play. Mohammed Bin Dry under a lot of pressure, but he's at the back still. Now Kian Hall takes over this with this white-faced chestnut. We saw a lot of her last time. Mohammed then stops. That was a nice play by the two of them at the back. Kian and Mohammed linking up well. He's got time now to wind up and hit from a standstill. It's a good shot if he can find one of his teammates. Coming onto it is Facundo Kelly. He slips past one man, then takes it into the front. He's got his stick up, asking for the road. The road was not clear in front of him, and so the whistle blows in front of the goal. We'll surely have a penalty for Bindra in front of the goal there. Nice play there. Well-worked goal from the Bindra Polo team. Mohammed Bindra off 3 goals, the highest rated player in the UAE. Playing with his brother off 1 goal. It's a very, very strong 4-man team, the Bindra team. Always formidable, always very, very difficult to beat. They got to the final of the last tournament over in Gantut. Mohammed Bindra walks up and slots that 30-yarder through, no problem, so they get their lead back to 1.5, scores a 2.5 goals to 1 for Bindra. Bindra coming in 3rd in the Federation Cup here early on, winning the subsidiary final. So, of course, they'll change ends again with 4 minutes 14 left of the first chukker. Ball pops out to Kian Hall and this white-faced chestnut Gelding. He then slaps it hard down the field up toward the goal. It's on the left-hand side at the moment. Running onto it is Kala Bindra and followed up by Facundo Kelly. But Aiti Garros is claiming the line. Facundo slipped in front of him, though. Takes it across the front of the goal. And then Aiti has the ball now. Watch out for his silky skills, Aiti. Amazing hand-eye coordination. He's turned that nicely. Saw the gap on the left-hand side. His teammates helped him out well as well to open up that space for him. Now he's got a man up at the front. Thomas Williams has gone up forward to pick up that pass. Great little passage of play, but Facundo Kelly comes in defence and picks it up on the near side, stoppering that one, but his backhand doesn't come off. Thomas Williams for El Basha, slowing the game down a little bit, waiting for his teammates to come to support him. Still, he's got control. He's got 2 players behind him. He gives it to Aiti. Aiti could weave his way through here if he tries, or he could take a little half-swing shot, which he does. Doesn't find the gap. They still, Bindra, unable to get it out of the danger zone. Here's Thomas Williams finding a little bit of space, picking up a loose ball, gets hooked right in front of the goal, but it doesn't matter. The ball rolls over, and it's another goal here for El Basha. 2.5 goals to 2. Halfway through the first chukker, the players will take this opportunity to change their horse. Facundo Kelly was playing the stallion in that one. Kinder, the Bindra stallion. We'll see him come back out in a minute. He's now going to hop on a horse called Kateba. Kian doing a lot of work again on that chestnut Pampita with a big white face we saw a lot of last time. Okay, so the lineup again. We're back into a half a goal game here. We've seen a lot of goals already, which is a testament to this beautiful field. We're having great polo, superb passages of play. That was a nice little well-worked play from El Basha as they leave it for Aiti to put it up to the middle. There in defence, though, with the number 4 shirt is Cian Hall. Cian takes it into the boards. There's a bit of a melee. See who comes back out with it. Somehow Cian comes back out with the ball. He works so hard, this Englishman. Doesn't get away with it there, but running onto it, though, is Khaled Bindrai. He puts a good shot up forward, gets the charge going for Bindrai. Cian Hall coming to pick it up on the near side, but not managing to straighten up the horse in the process. Took it on the near side, but the horse crossed over in front of the El Basha player. So a hit from the spot for El Basha. Federico takes it, finds Aiti. Nice little play, Aiti going up forward there. And there's Hani now. Hani picks that one up nicely, takes it on forward, but Mohamed Bindrai comes in behind and picks it up. And then Fedi coming in to make a play on him, draws the whistle. So a spot hit this time for the boys in white. Bindrai in the white and blue. Faku hits it up forward. Not quite strong enough to find his man. Mohamed Bindrai was waiting for it, but charging, coming down the line was Garros. So another penalty, this time for El Basha. So Tommy Williams will take this one. He's on a small horse called Chiperentera. What can he do? Tommy is strong. It's along the ground. It's out to the right. It might go all the way out to the right. No, Bindrai, they've had to play this one with Cian Hall on the near side. Risky play in front of his own goal here. Doesn't manage to get away, but in to support him is Mohamed Bindrai. And he turns it inside to give him time to hit that from a standstill up out of the danger zone. Running onto it, though, will be Tommy Williams. Williams opens up a massive open backhand. Turning onto it well was Aiti Garros. He's under a lot of pressure here, but he's just evaded the man quite beautifully there. He's still got possession of the ball. He's going to take a shot from 70 yards. There was a man in front of him, and it's hit him. And the whistle blows for a dangerous play. So a spot hit for Bindrai. Faku Kelly gets hold of that one a bit better. But again, hasn't found the man. Aiti Garros pounces on the loose ball, takes it out to the right to give himself a bit of time and space and wait for his teammates to get into position. He stops and waits there a little bit, and the whistle goes. With just 6 seconds left. And we'll have a hit from El Basha. So a lot of fouls from both sides this chukka. They'll have to close those down, tidy up the game a little bit. It's letting them down. There's some beautiful polo being played by both teams. But just as they get going, it's another penalty. A lot of penalties from the spot so far. So Khaled bin Drive back on the field, and we'll get underway with the hit from the spot. Federico Iraola to take it. Thomas Williams going forward this time for a pass. They've changed up their plan a little bit from the previous tournament, with Thomas Williams playing more up at the front and Federico playing more at the back. And here's Aiti in the middle. That's where they want him. Aiti Garros, very dangerous from this position. Under the neck, doesn't come off, and it's out to the right. We've heard the first buzzer. We've got less than 20 seconds left of the very first chukka. And the ball goes over the back line. So that will end the first chukka with the scores. 2.5 goals to bin Drive, 2 goals to El Basha. It's been a great chukka. Few too many fouls in the middle there. But very, very promising. We'll take a break now here on Polo Line TV, and we'll be back shortly for chukka number 2. Welcome back, everybody. Polo liners around the world tuning in. Very, very warm welcome to Dubai Polo and Equestrian Club. It's a beautiful day here. The weather is just perfect. It's like a sunny English afternoon. Perfect weather. Nice cool breeze. We're playing here at 12:30. This game started. We've got 2 other games today. All 6 teams out of the 7 teams playing their very first games of the Emaar Cup 2025. Looking for that 80,000 dirhams prize money. Okay, so here we go. Bin Drive from the back line. Drive it up toward the 60-yard line. And again, another foul in the middle there. This time they're just going to hop off and check the horse. Everything is okay in that one. And the player, he might have taken a bit of a hit. Yeah, luckily it's the player, not the horse. And we'll just get him checked out. It's Aiti Garros. He'll probably might need a bit of ice spray, bit of magic spray, and get him back on his horse and back on the way. We can have a look at some of the horses that they're on in this chaka. Thomas Williams is starting on a horse called Emotiva. Fede is on a horse called Gary. Aiti on Hamas. And for Bindrai, Kian is on Suspiro. Facundo Kelly is on Kyoga. Khaled Bindrai on Pluma. And Mohammed Bindrai on Coqueta. Well, El Basha have been awarded what looks like a 30-yard penalty. So they're down only by half a goal. This would put them in the lead for the first time in the game. Aiti Garros, oh, he's hit the post, right off the post. Didn't go in, perhaps that knock just put him off a little bit. And he's just put that penalty slightly to the right. He's come right into the middle of the post and sat there. So a lucky let-off for Bindrai. Still they lead by half. And a penalty, a hit in from the back line. So, Kian on Suspiro, this big black horse with a white face. He drives a nice one up. Look at that. He's found Bindrai charging down the middle of the field. Mohammed Bindrai stretching out well on this horse called Coqueta. Look how this little black mare runs up to the 60. Now can she check up in time? Oh, the great backhand comes in from Thomas Williams. Superb in defense is Tommy, but Faku turns it very quickly back, puts him back into attack. And coming into it now, Kian then leaves it for Mohammed. They're playing well here. Bindrai helping each other out. Great teamwork there. That shot just going out to the left-hand side, but a strong play from the Bindrai Polo team. All four of them involved in that play. What a run by Mohammed. So in from the back line. It's Federico to bring it in on Gary. Plays it out to the right. Running hard onto it is Aiti. But Kian gets there first onto Spiro. Plays that backhand. It comes off a deflection. And it's anyone's ball at the moment. Drive there forward by Khaled Bindrai. Unleashing Suspiro. And Kian Hall up at the front. It's out to the right. Can he get there in time? Not quite, though. Good play there. Nice pass up from Khaled Bindrai. So from the back line again, El Basha Polo team. This time going hard left out to Aiti Garros. Aiti puts on the brakes and brings it back in toward the inside of the field. Lovely play as his teammates block for him, giving Aiti a little bit of space. Now he turns around, spins that horse. That's a great horse he's on there. Spun around beautifully, 360 for him. He's got the skills to hold on to the ball while he's dancing around now. Comes over the halfway line, hits it down the ground. But there's two shirts in there in defense. The first one to the ball would be Kian. He decides to turn it out to the right. Keeping it out in the open. But not getting it far. He's well backed up here by Khalid Bindrai. Khalid takes it on a little bit further than he's told to leave it by Kian. He's letting this horse run, doing a lot of work is Kian Hall in this game, as he did last tournament as well. Followed up well by Facundo Kelly. He just can't grab the ball in the air. And Thomas Williams, so solid again in defence, turns it around for El Basha. No one's there to pass to, so coming in and getting the steal again. Somehow Kian's got around back onto it once more. Bit of a melee in there. But Bindrai still with possession as they come in toward the goal now. Cutting right across the front of the goal. Kian Hall goes for a tail backhand, gets hold of it too. It's straight enough, but the whistle goes. Both teams have their stick in the air. Can have a look on the replay. Let us know if you're watching at home and where you're watching from. It will be great to hear from you. Anyway, that's halfway through the second chukker, so they'll go and change horses. 2.5 goals to 2. The best way to keep in touch with all the polo around the world is Polo Line TV. And download the app right now if you haven't done already. It's absolutely brilliant app where you can watch the interviews, the highlights, and of course all the games either on repeat or live stream. It's all there for you. All the big games around the world, 12 months of the year. So there was a foul right at the end there before they went to change horses. Umpires are standing in the middle, and all the players are coming into the middle with just half a goal in it. El Basha hitting the post on that 30-yard penalty. Looks like they're going to have a throw here. Yeah, a throw in right from in front of the goal, inside out toward the boards, I think it will be. And there it is. And luckily for El Basha, it comes straight back out of the throw-in away from the goal here with Thomas Williams. He plays it out to the right side. Under a lot of pressure here by Faku. Faku beats him on the ride-off and hits a beautiful near-side backhand in front of the goal. But there in defence this time is Aiti. No, it was, Aiti there. Garros. Now Fede. He's got Aiti behind him if he needs. He's told to leave it for Garros. Garros takes it forward a little bit and then hits a lovely shot right up to the front. El Basha have really upped their game since the last tournament. They're definitely playing better polo than they were a couple of weeks ago. And they've come on and picked up that line. It looked like Aiti Garros was coming down the line. They didn't see him coming and they might have just crossed in front of him. So, yeah, like I said, El Basha have really upped their game. They're playing much better polo than they were. They're holding on to the possession of the ball much better. Making passes. They've changed up their game a little bit. Thomas Williams, he's still playing at the back, but he's moving forward quite a lot. And they're letting Federico drop back. Perhaps the horses are performing a little bit better for them too. And they've got themselves a 40-yard penalty here. Aiti Garros tees it up. This to get in the lead for the first time. That one's high. It's not going to hit the post, that's for sure, and it's gone straight down the middle as well. No mistakes there. After the quiet 30-yarder, decides to put that one right up over the top, Aiti Garros, and takes El Basha in the lead in this first game of the Emaar Cup 2025. Well, it looks like it could well be a technical as well. Perhaps Bin Dry were yapping a bit too much to the umpire. And we've got a penalty awarded this time to El Basha. So penalty one, they get the goal, and instead of a throw, they've got a hit from the middle. Not a penalty one, apologies, but it's a technical hit from the middle. Well, Ben Drive done well to collect that ball and turn this defence straight back into attack with Kian Hall out of the air. Sends one right up to the front to Caleb Ben Dry. He comes onto it nicely but doesn't get hold of it. Kian still got some space. He's put another one up front. Look at him riding hard out to the left. He gets ridden off in the end. And, well, coming into defence to collect the ball is El Basha. Look at that, Thomas Williams. He's so secure at the back there, but he doesn't get that shot away. Coming in to pick it up was Kian Hall. Whether, as Kian picked it, turned it out round to the left-hand side, whether... Let's see which way the umpires give this one. Well, it's in favour of Ben Dry, right in front of the goal here. About 10 yards out. Mohamed Ben Dry hits it through with an easy full swing and puts them back into the lead. 3.5 goals to 3. Wow, we've got a game on our hands here. Ben Dry Polo team versus El Basha in the first game of the Emaar Cup 2025. In we go. The ball is in play. Just half a goal in it now. Aiti Garros does a lot of work in there. Whistle goes in the line out. So you can also on Instagram, you can follow Emaar Dubai. On Instagram, Polo Club Dubai as well. On Instagram, definitely worth a follow. The Polo Academy Dubai as well. On Instagram. From the halfway line, Mohamed Ben Dry hits a hard one out to the right. Big ride-off coming in from Faku. Takes it over to the near side. What a great play by them. It's tough. Golasso there, Facundo Kelly. Superb shot down the field by Mohamed Ben Dry. Facundo Kelly coming in like a wrecking ball. Taking the man out on the ride-off, then picking it up on the near side and taking it through the goal. So 2 very quick goals for Ben Dry. Puts them now 4.5 goals to 3. They've got their 1.5 goal lead again. But Aiti Garros comes in to steal that on the near side. The whistle goes, though. So we've got a big polo academy here with over 60 kids and over 50 adults coming to play. We've got lessons every day, group lessons, private lessons, instructional chuckers. It's a very, very big community we've got. It's a lot of fun, great social, and superb chance for anyone to come and play the sport of polo. So here Ben Dry now on a bit of a power play here. That pass comes up to Cian Hall. He runs around the outside of the man, takes it in toward the goal, hits the post on his way through, and the ball just goes out to the right. But they're going to have to watch out for this, El Basha. These big passes coming in from the middle, and then the loose men, the runners of Ben Dry coming in at speed, picking up the ball and attacking the goal relentlessly. You really got to watch them close down. It's like you're playing against a swarm of bees when you're playing against Ben Dry. All four of them. Hard and fast players. Cian Hall broke his stick in the process, so they're waiting for him to change sticks, and we'll get a hit in from the back line. El Basha. Now El Basha need to just control things a little bit, tighten up a little bit on defense. They've just let go for just a second, and Ben Dry have capitalized on that, scoring 2 quick goals, nearly getting a third there. But the scores remain 4.5 goals to Ben Dry, 3 goals to El Basha. El Basha from the back line with Federico. Fede, he's messing his way. He's taking a bit of his time a little bit here in front of the goal. He's under some pressure. Does get the hit up forward, and Thomas Williams comes nicely to pick it up. He then puts one into the middle, trying to find Haiti Garros beautifully on the near side. The buzzer's gone. We've got 30 seconds left. It's a horse race at the moment, and it looks like Haiti's got the faster one. Reaches out under the horse's neck, and that's the goal of the day so far. Beautiful goal from the hit-in from El Basha. Wow, absolutely stunning. Finishing it off under the neck. The pass came up from Fede up toward Thomas Williams. He puts one up to the middle. Running hard and fast onto it was Haiti Garros. Picked it up beautifully on the near side, and then it was a horse race between him and Facundo Kelly. He had the quicker one. Haiti Garros, his horse just stretched away there, leant out and took the under the neck. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back for the second half of this game. It's half a goal, 4.5 to 4. So welcome back, Polo Liners from around the world. We've got a great game. Well done for tuning in. It's just a half a goal in it. The first chuck it ended 2.5 goals to 2 to Ben Dry. And the second chuck it ended 4.5 goals to 4 to Ben Dry. So neck and neck. Ben Dry did start with the 1.5 lead, as they have an 11-goal team. And El Basha with a 13-goal team due to Thomas Williams going up in handicap mid-season. So players are back on the field. Aiti Garros is on a horse called Turista. Mohammed bin Dry on Santo. So in this tournament, like I mentioned, we've got 7 teams. 6 of them are playing today. Abu Dhabi and Equity playing later on. We've also got AM Polo, Noon Polo. And of course, Emaar Polo. Okay, so the second half is about to get underway after that superb El Basha goal. They'll throw in from the other side this half. Shout out to David Cooper. He's a Scotsman. Plays his polo on the Isle of Man. He's tuning in, watching. So here we go again. Ball is in play. Comes out of the line out. And Cian Hall for Ben Dry has it. Feigns a little backhand and takes it a little bit further forward. He's under a lot of pressure here from Thomas Williams. Thomas eventually has to clear the way and let Cian hit a good one right into the mixer. Right up into the middle. There in defence, this time is Federico again, playing well at his new position at the back. Gets a good backhand. Thomas Williams is free up at the front, and they've managed it to get to him. Look at that horse, stretches out. Williams, but on a fast one, as always, is Cian Hall. He's hunted him down. Williams picks up a good one on the near side. Eventually, Cian gets the better of him and gets a backhand. Nice defence there. Cian so fast coming back in defence. We thought he might have got away with it, Thomas Williams, but Cian beat him in the horse race that time. Now, under a lot of pressure is Mohammed bin Dry. Facundo, no, Cian comes in to help him out. Takes it under the neck. Gives himself a lot of space. Takes his teammate to try and clear the man away and give him some space. Cian picks it up again in the air. Now he charges over the halfway line. Williams gets the right off. Not really the backhand. And Aiti Garros has time to turn that round. He's still got a bit of space as Cian closes that down. Aiti has a look around and Williams comes in to pick it up behind him. A little pass came to Williams, but I think he had to hit or run on his next shot. Perhaps that's what it was for. Umpire Peter Wright right there, laying down the law. Once you stopped, made a tap, the umpire says, play. You've got a hit or run. So it'll be a hit from the spot. Bindrai in white. So Cian Hort, first time, up toward the 60. There's quite a few shirts of both colours in there. Claiming the line hard is Haiti Garros. Takes it out toward his own goal first before going over to the near side. Not really clearing it, but he's well followed up by Federico. He puts it up nicely back up to Haiti. Haiti now on the far side. Claiming the line, but there first was Facundo Kelly. Gets a great backhand. Federico slaps one up forward, and there's a couple of blue shirts up at the front. Haiti's got quite a lot of space here. He doesn't even have to rush, but coming in defense now is Mohamed Bindrai. Haiti's put it out to the right. It'll be a tricky finish under the neck, but he's got the skills to pay the bills and put it back into the lead. El Basha now 5 goals to 4.5. Well, the back door was open, and Federico saw his men up there, hits it up. Perfect pass up to Haiti Garros, who takes it in and tucks it under the neck. The second time in a row he scored a goal like that. Riding, he's on that horse, Turista, that light-coloured bay horse. Beautiful horse, Turista is. Quite a tall one. Here she is again, Turista, in the line-out. He's asking for the sandwich, not getting it. And Facundo Kelly gets the turn. These Bindrai guys, they work so hard. One thing's for sure is they're not going to get outworked, Bindrai Polo team. Here's Mohamed Bindrai with the ball. Takes it to the right to give himself a bit of space. He's got Cian behind him. He's under a lot of pressure here, and winning that ride-off was Haiti. The backhand doesn't come away, but Federico picks it up. Haiti back onto it. Goes left, out to the space on this horse, Turista. What a beautiful mare she is here too. Turista now doing a lot of work for Haiti. Out to the right, she's got that space then, gives him that flat platform to hit that beautiful under the neck shot to Williams. This is superb polo from El Basha. Williams now up toward the 60-yard line. Oh, he's got white shirts all over him. Goes over to the near side, followed up by Haiti to try and keep it in. Doesn't manage to keep possession onto it and is swept up there by Cian Hall, who takes it around to the right-hand side. This game is really opening up now as we're halfway through the third chukka. That shot comes up high and drops down onto the halfway line. Williams is there with a big backhand. Haiti trying to pick it up, does pick it up on Turista once more. Haiti, that one pops out to the left. He's managed to come back onto it, straighten things up, got those skills to flick it through, and it's another goal for Haiti Garros. That's 3 in a row for him, and 2 goals to that beautiful horse, Turista. What a difference a horse can make. It's a power play for El Basha. Halfway through chukka number 3, they'll go and change horses. Wow, how quickly things can turn around. 6 goals now to El Basha. 4.5 goals. Bindrai. So do follow us, Polo Line TV as well on social media. Polo Line OK is our Instagram page. And Facebook is Polo Line Int. And YouTube is Polo Line TV. Instagram's got some great interviews and highlight reels where the boys edit the best goals and put some good music behind it. So back onto the field with just under 2.5 minutes left. And then what a chukka, what a first half of a chukka that was, the third. It was all El Basha. Bindrai doing well. They're opening up the game. But El Basha finding the gaps up at the front with Aiti Garros on that wonderful mare Turista. Aiti's now hopped on Hamas again, the horse he started on. Kian Hall is on this big chestnut called Bobota. Look at her stretch out. Tall horse with a long neck, but doesn't manage to hold on to it as he breaks away. Aiti Garros is back onto it on Hamas. There's a clever little tail backhand, a little bit too much onto it. Back to his mate Thomas Williams. The two of them have been playing very, very well together. They're under some pressure here. Thomas Williams goes over to the offside, then the near side offside again, picks it up, does Aiti Garros. He's got no one in front of him at the moment. Right way up at the front, though, is Hani. If he could get that pass up to Hani, but Aiti Garros is absolutely on fire, coming charging through himself up onto the 30 in the air. No way, has he done it again, this time just out to the left, but that is a man on form. On a mission right now, Aiti Garros. They're going to have to close him down. Bindrai, they're going to have to shut down Aiti. From the back line then, Bindrai. Oh, that one didn't come away, and Aiti's waiting there to pounce. Collects it on the near side. May have just the horse's head crossed over the line in the process. So they got away with that one. Bindrai. And it'll be moved up to the halfway line. Penalty 5B for Bindrai. Let's see if they need to gain a bit of composure here. Facundo Kelly is back on that stallion. Kinder, number 3 for Bindrai, and that liver chestnut stallion owned by Bindrai Polo Team. Kian Hall on Bobota runs forward up for the pass. Mohammed Bindrai from the 5B, hits it along the ground. Aiti's waiting for it. Look at that. Hand-eye coordination, just stops it in his tracks and turns on the attack straight away. He's got Federico behind him. He's got 2 white shirts if he's going to try and beat them both himself. Doesn't manage to do it. It took 2 people to stop him. And Kian Hall comes out with it, takes it around to the right, then cuts back inside. Gets the ride off as well, Kian, on that horse, Bobota. Takes away the man. He's able to leave it there for Mohammed Bindrai. And the whistle goes. We've got just under 30 seconds left before the first hooter. Just speculating from here, but I think that was a broken ball. They threw the ball off over the side, and we're starting again with a throw in. So, El Basha holding on to that lead after that absolute power play at the beginning of the third. Scores 6 goals to 4.5 for El Basha. Bit of a mess in the line out. So we'll have another line out. Kian comes out with it on Bobota. Waits for his team to go ahead, then hits a good one. Is there a white shirt up there to get it? Aiti Garros is there in defense. Gets a backhand, but it doesn't go far. It's collected in the air by Facundo, by Mohammed Bendrai, and then coming in to make a play on him and possibly drawing the whistle was an El Basha shirt. Anyway, we had the hooter and then the whistle, I believe, which will end Chukka number 3. So that will end Chukka number 3 with El Basha in the lead, 6 goals to 4.5. But it looks like Bendrai might have a penalty starting in the 4th. So, welcome back. We're about to start the last Chukka. What a game we've got. And it starts with a penalty for Bendrai. Mohammed Bendrai under pressure, makes no mistake. And we're back to within half a goal in the last. 5.5 goals, Bendrai. 6 goals, El Basha. So, they line up in the middle. The ball pops straight out of the line out in El Basha's favour. But not managing to take it anywhere. El Basha, Kian Hall on the ball. He's riding Pampita again, this dark mare with a big white face. He loves those big rangy horses, does Kian, and he comes charging through with a spectacular cut shot toward the goal. Can he get round back onto it before it reaches the goal? Oh, it's been cleared off the line by Thomas Williams with a massive near side backhand right out to the boards from the middle of the goal mouth. And Aiti Garros goes onto it, turns onto it and straightens it up. Has a look around and then hits a nice slow swing up toward the front. Trying to burst through the pack is Thomas Williams. He's back onto it again. Doesn't manage to though. And Facundo Kelly's in possession. He turns it around here. Facundo heading back toward the goal. Coming in to defend is El Basha. Facundo doesn't manage to hold onto it. Backhand, another big near side backhand coming in from Thomas Williams, and coming to pick it up again is Aiti. But he's gone over it. Lucky enough, he's got Fede behind him. Fede leaves it there for Aiti. Clever play. These boys are linking up well, but Facundo reaches right off the horse to get that hook. Oh, the last man there, Fede, had to make that play, and he did. He gets hooked out. The man, the umpire was right behind him. He says it was a foul hook. He could see it. The whole of the horse needs to be on the other side here with the camera. We're perpendicular to the line, but umpire Pete Wright was directly behind it. He had the best view. He saw the foul hook just reaching round the back. So Bin Dry piling on the attack. Very solid defense there from El Basha. Working well. Federico under a lot of pressure right at the end there. Managing just to get away with it. What a huge near side backhand right out of the jaws of the goal from Thomas Williams. Well, with El Basha on the attack, they'll move it all the way up to the 30-yard line. Haiti from the 30 puts that one through and extends their lead again. 7 goals to 5.5. What a game we're witnessing. A very good start, a promising start for the Emaar Cup 2025 with an absolute belter of a first game. With a very, very impressive El Basha in the lead, but never bet against Bin Dry. They will never give up. Bin Dry, they will work so hard right to the end. There's only a goal and a half in it. They've got plenty of time for 2 goals and probably more. Kian Hall, no one works harder than him. Comes through, Kian Hall up toward the 30-yard line, 60-yard line. Over the top he goes. He's running hard and fast and takes a shot. Kian Hall has put it through all alone. He does it himself. And they're back within half a goal. 6.5 goals to 7. Well, it looks like the players are going to change course now, quite early on. Just under 4 minutes left of the last chukka. The players will take the opportunity to change. They're going to be bringing out their very best horses here in the last chukka. They will need them. It'll come down to horsepower, player fitness as well. Both these teams working so hard out there. It's warm, but it's not too hot. The weather's good, like I mentioned. It's a beautiful day here. A nice cool breeze, even though it's midday. We've got 2 more games coming up. So at 2:30 Dubai time, we've got Equity Polo Team versus Abu Dhabi Polo Team. And then at 4:15 AM Polo Team, the winners of the Federation Cup against Lamar. Okay, so back on the field. The players have changed, possibly for the last time. It all comes down to this. It's a big game for these guys. First game of the tournament in the qualification stages, and there's been a foul quite early on. They've got to watch out for those fouls. There was a few too many at the beginning, and then most of the game's been very, very good without too many fouls. Lots of flowing polo. So Kian Hall takes it. He's got Mohammed Bin Dry, leaves it for Mohammed. Bin Dry takes it forward a little bit further. Then he plays a nice shot back to Kian. Good little 1-2 by those 2 players. Kian's on the ball. He's out to the right at the moment. Doesn't manage to hold on to it, and he just cut in front. Tried to put the angle on, change the angle of the horse before he changed the angle of the line. And running down the line was Haiti Garros. So that will stop that attack. And we'll start again with a hit from the spot to El Basha. 3 minutes, 22 seconds to go. Half a goal in it. 7 goals to 6.5. Great game of polo we've seen. So Federico hits a nice one up. And it lands, in front of Williams, who picks it up in the air. Then he gets another shot out forward. Up toward the front does Williams. And he's got possession again. He's got to watch out for Faku, who comes in and gets a little near side. Aiti now at the back. Aiti, watch him. He might weave through. Gets a shot though, but it's a dangerous one. It hits a player. Rolls his wrist so quickly. Fires that shot off, but didn't have room to do so. So it'll be a hit for the Bindrai Polo team. They'll stay at the back. They'll discuss what they're going to do. Facundo Kelly goes forward. Mohammed Bindrai takes it. He's got Kian Hall close in front of him. Kian goes left and then banks right. Mohammed takes another couple of taps before hitting it. Now that one is a nice shot out to the right. Facundo is working hard to get there, but he's not going to get there before Williams, who gets the ride-off and the man. Leaves that ball behind, though, for Khaled Bindrai. He doesn't manage to come onto it, and it's picked up by Federico. He's had a great game. Really improved his game since last tournament here. Aiti Garros comes away with it. Silky skills. Aiti breaking away up at the front, heading up toward the goal, over to the near side. Has he got someone in behind him? Williams is there, but the ball is backed out, and this could be a counter-attack. Over the top is Faku. Running onto it is Mohammed Bindrai. Mohammed Bindrai coming in, going for the hook is Aiti Garros. Not managing to get it as Mohammed Bindrai runs past him. Mohammed, he's on a flyer up at the front, goes for the tap, tap, tap all the way, chops that out to the right. Following it is Kian. Big under the neck shot from Kian, not working out. And Hani now. Hani Jabshir gets a very good shot out to the right, just when they needed it most, but the backhand comes back in. On the ball is Williams. Williams takes it around to the right. Still they lead by half. Clock is ticking. 90 seconds of polo left. El Basha leading by half a goal. We won't have extra time. It'll be a win or a loss. As a man, I think, gets hit there. Looks like it's Thomas Williams. Hops off his horse. Maybe it was a stick. I'm not sure. But he's down. We'll get the ambulance. I expect just to check him out. But he looks like he's pretty sore. We're not sure what it is. Do you know what happened? He's sitting up. Things can't be too bad. Looked to me like it could have been his wrist or his hand. Hopefully he'll get treated and he'll be able to come on and finish this game. So this will give the chance for the players to have a free change. So I would imagine a few of the players will change horses, perhaps get on the third horse for this chukka, bring the best ones back again because they were running fast this whole chukka up and down. So a lot of the players are choosing to bring out another one to come and finish off the game. They've got another, 90 seconds left. Hard to see. We're just looking at the replay there. I think it might have just been a stick on the hand, but that's just a guess from here. So it's the most anticipated tournament of the season here at Dubai Polo and Equestrian Club, with the prize pool of 80,000 dirhams for the winner and 40,000 dirhams for the runner-up. You can follow us at Emaar Dubai on Instagram, Polo Club Dubai on Instagram to follow the Polo Club. And then the Polo Academy to check out the academy and see what's going on there. We're very, very busy in the academy. A lot of players, a lot of young players, kids, adults, ladies groups, ladies tournaments, academy tournaments. We run academy tournaments every month. Instructional chuckers every weekend. Group lessons every morning and afternoon, alongside all the private lessons as well. So he's up on his feet again, Thomas Williams. That's good to see. Just needs a horse, and then we'll get going to end this game. We've got 1 minute, 23 seconds left. Half a goal in it. Let's see. They want to switch back on very quickly. Sometimes it's not easy to have a break like that and then to switch on very quickly, because the next goal is so important. They need to hit the ground running now. They can't afford to take a few seconds to get back into it, because that's all it will take for the other team to score and win the game. Shout out to Jan Azam, the polo manager, doing a fantastic job, working very hard here and doing an awesome job with the fields and the tournament here at the Dubai Polo and Equestrian Club. There we can see Thomas Williams looking good, getting ready to get back on his horse. We can see the equity tents debuting in the Emaar Cup. Equity Polo team, new team on the block. On the far side, we can see Abu Dhabi Polo team set up on the bank on the far side. They'll be the opposition. Very familiar purple colours of Abu Dhabi. But first of all, we've got this crucial match between Bindrai Polo and El Basha. El Basha just a nose ahead, half a goal ahead, 7 goals to 6.5 against the formidable Bindrai Polo team. 2 brothers, Bindrai brothers out there with their 2 professionals, Kian and Facundo Kelly. Based here at the Dubai Polo and Equestrian Club. They have been for many years. Bindrai. So a loss here doesn't knock them out. We're still in the qualification stages of the tournament. So it's not the end. If they do get beaten, whichever team does get beaten is still in this tournament. But a win here will set them in very good stead to get through to the semi-finals next week. Right, so all the players back on the field. Hopefully on their very best horses. Well, it's El Basha teeing the ball up. Must have been a dangerous play that ended up with an injury there for Williams, but he's tough. He's back on his horse and he's ready to go. And this is it. 1 minute, 23 seconds left of the very first game of the Emaar Cup 2025. Half a goal in it. Doesn't get any closer. Here we go then. Federico from the spot. One time, wants to take it away from the up over into the other half. It's a good shot, but the defence is strong from Kian Hall, which team have come back, switched on after that break. Backhand not coming off, but picked up by the Bindrai team with Mohammed Bindrai Trying to work it from the back. He's got Aiti Garros. He'll have to get out of the way there. But he's left it behind Mohammed. Aiti Garros turning back onto it. Mohammed comes back onto it. There's 2 white shirts and 1 blue shirt. Oh, it's all a bit messy. Tensions are high there. Yeah, there's 2 umpires right there. Oh, there's a man down and a horse running away. We didn't see that. It was off the play. I think it's Thomas Williams. I'm not sure if we had a camera on the man there. We'll have a look on the replay if we can see what did happen. So poor Thomas Williams is in the wars. He's back on the ground again. So unfortunately, that happened right off the play. There was no way we can watch a replay on that and see the VAR. Anyway, he's back on his feet. Good to see. He's walking back to the pony lines for the second time in as many minutes. Well, this game going on a little bit longer than anticipated. Luckily, we've got a gap before the next one anyway. The next game at 2:35. That's in 45 minutes. So, half a goal in it. We'll see how we're going to start this one with only a matter of seconds left in the opening game. Okay, well, we got a 5 beat in favor of Bin Dry. So this is it. With 49 seconds left, it could be now or never for Bin Dry. What have they got planned? Mohammed Bin Dry, they've all gone forward for the pass. He's been told to hit it one time. That's a big shot by the big man up toward the 30-yard line, slightly out to the right. El Basha have to be careful not to foul here and just to hold on to it. Keep their composure. Aiti Garros has control. He'll be keen just to get rid of it. One time will probably be enough to get rid of it. With 30 seconds, he's lost it here. And coming in on the attack is Mohammed Bin Dry. Stops it right up onto the 60-yard line. They're coming in to get it. Who's there? The stick's in the air. Facundo Kelly's found a bit of space around the back. Doesn't get hold of it. Coming through is Khaled. Bin Dry up toward the goal. Khaled there leaves it behind. Coming through is Thomas Williams to pick it up, but he may well have crossed the line in the process. The whistle's gone. The defense was frantic there from El Basha. Umpires blew the whistle as Bin Dry were heading toward the goal, looking for what could very well be the winner with only 12 seconds left of Polo. Which way is it going? It's a hit for Bin Dry by the looks of things, right in front of the goal. And Mohammed Bin Dry will just tap that one in and put it through. And that'll be it, ladies and gentlemen. The whistle did blow with 10 seconds left, so we will get another one. And Bin Dry will have a hit. Actually, that whistle has given El Basha one more chance here, but 10 seconds, they'll have to be very, very quick. I'm sure Bin Dry will probably just want to get rid of it. Well, they've moved it right up to the 60, so as long as there's no fouls, Bin Dry leading by half a goal, only just in the last chukker there. Mohamed Bin Dry from the 60 along the ground. And Federico picks it up, takes it out toward the side. He's got 5 seconds now. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. What a great first game. Wow, it was full of action. Could have gone either way. But in the end, it went in favor of Bin Dry Polo team just with half a goal with that penalty right at the end there. Bin Dry come out leading 7.5 goals to 7 versus El Basha. You got to feel for El Basha. They put up a valiant effort. They played some absolutely fantastic polo throughout, but just lost it in the last second there. Chukker by chukker. Bin Dry. They finished the first chukker, half a goal up, 2.5 to 2. The second chukker, Bin Dry were leading 4.5 goals to 4. And then El Basha had that fantastic third chukker where they took the lead then 6 goals to 4.5. And then they were leading right up until the end there. Right up until that penalty. Bin Dry managed to scrape the win there and come away with a win after the first game of the Emaar Cup 2025. Wow, well, what a game that was. Absolutely phenomenal. Great team play. El Basha coming out playing so much better than they have been all season. Superb game by them as they changed their tactics. That was a goal from Facundo Kelly. Man, he was tough there. Big hit coming down the field and Facu getting the ride off and the goal charging through. This is a beauty from Aiti Garros. He had an absolute power play in the middle there, scoring 3 goals back to back to back. Tucking the ball under the neck, breaking away, looking very good. This is him again on that horse. He scored 2 goals on this horse, this one and the next one, breaking away. They're not going to catch him. Great chukker from him. Changed the game in the middle there for El Basha. This is him again, out to the right, out to the left, then manages to slow down and tuck it back in. Again, Turista, I believe that horse was called. That would be the best playing pony for me. This is the last one here. Charging through, Bin Dry managing to get through and get it through. So there we are, ladies and gentlemen. Do tune in. We'll be back shortly. Let's just have a look at the stats here with 7.5 goals to 7. Just the 2 field goals for Bin Dry and the 4 from El Basha. Throw-ins. Bin Dry seemed to win most of the throw-ins, 9 to 4. 8 fouls from El Basha and 8 fouls from Bin Dry, 12 from El Basha. So quite a few fouls. Both teams, just the 1 penalty missed. 4 out of 5 for Bin Dry, 3 out of 4 for El Basha. 2 yellow cards for El Basha there. So it was a high tension game. And with Bin Dry just coming up, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't go far because we'll be back here for the second game of the day, which will be Abu Dhabi against the new team Equity. So end of that first game, Bin Dry come out with